It's the NFL on EA Sports, where London will play host to a different kind of football. It's the Saints and the reigning Super Bowl champions. It's coming up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the New Orleans Saints and our home team. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play there out of the running game. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him, and once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
And exactly how fast was he going? According to Next Gen Stats, 21.7 miles per hour. On the ground, Kamara. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 19 carries, 89 yards, and a touchdown.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. That's caught by Marquez Callaway. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They go play action now. Lawrence. And right away, he lost the football. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Tackle made by Adrian Phillips. 2nd and 6. A give. This is Kamara. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Now, this defense for the Jaguars, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And that is incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. On play action, Lawrence slings this deep for McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 2. 5 plays there on that drive. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space. Let's go! And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing, Mayfield. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he's got this down to the 35. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
75 yards on the ground for him so far. Second down and 3, ball on the 7. Here's Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good. And with that, they'll take a 1-point lead here in the 2nd. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. It will give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. To the right side, complete to Miller. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Lawrence will throw. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back,
Come on, set. 50, play.
Throwing after the interception, Lawrence. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
and you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception, tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. A beautiful fake. And all the way Gain to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Defensively, you give up the big chunk play there on the ground. Now they really have to bow up.
They certainly do, but I know how offensive linemen think. They don't care that the defense is going to bow up. They want to dominate them. They want to get into the end zone first and have the running back follow them. That's how they want to cap off this drive.
They'll run it with Kamara, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Kamara trying again, and he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his third. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards that time.
Set. 18 Gator. Tight left. Hey,
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
So these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe when you look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Miller. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that?
Touchdown! Complete at the 1. Terry McLaurin with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jaguars get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season, and, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory.
Personal foul. This is roughing the task of defense.
So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Mayfield now. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now from way back there after the sack, it's 3rd and goal, a long 3rd and goal. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 11, but they're still... Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
Let's go! Let's go!
The Jaguars take over the first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. Shakes off the sack. Escaping the pressure right. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Another tote for Etienne. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offense.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Set. 60 or. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. He's coming. 80 weapons. He's coming, double up. Hey, 5-7.
Throwing after the interception. Lawrence going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. They go play action with Lawrence. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Lawrence. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Lawrence. It's Miller, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Completes it to Miller. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Lawrence going to throw again. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now Lawrence. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Trevor Lawrence taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is... So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was capped off by Trevor Lawrence taking it in himself. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So here are the Saints to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 120 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. Gets past one man. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Jags are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On 2nd down, ETN once more. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Welcome back now here in London. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 49-yard line.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Catch is made by Metcalf. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 26. Here's a give to ETN. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave it with a 2nd and 3. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 2nd down, ETN once more. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. A handoff for ETN. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. ETN is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jags have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. That will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. And the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
3rd and long for Mayfield. That's complete to Troutman, right side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of the first after a gain of about 9.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On second down, ETN once more. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4, 2nd and 6.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On second down, a run with ETN. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Holding, offense.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
All right, let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their number 1 receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw.
They'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
He's back to throw. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and 1 from the 2.
And they'll go again with ETN.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with ETN.
And he's across for a touchdown. And it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it down. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is fit.